I think the slide is clearly visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. In our today's session, we are going to talk about the step of research, thesis and article writing, ICT in research, and research ethics. Then after that, we are going to solve some of the questions, previous year questions. So because today we are going to have a last session of research aptitude. So I will try my best to provide you lots of previous year question, which can help you a lot during the examination. So I will start with the step of research, because yesterday only I was talking about some process like combination of research problem. I'm just going to change the slide. Okay. So as we have already discussed the things like what can be the first step, like you can first identify the research problem. Now in detail we are going to discuss about it, because like for example, during the initial phase of any discovery or anything, whatever you want to find about, we take help of our observation. Okay, in the initial stage I'm talking about, like for example, if you are living in a society where you observe some problems, okay, maybe it can be related to anything. Okay, so first you will observe. Okay, then after that we take that particular observation to a particular idea, means we make that particular observation our aim or objective to find out the reason behind it or to give a solution of that. Okay, so whenever we start with making that particular area our aim or objective, we first identify a broad area of interest. Can anyone can tell me that what is a broad area of interest during the research? If anyone wants to speak, then you can just unmute yourself. I'm just asking about what is a broad area in the initial phase of research. Anyone?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Formulating a hypothesis.
Okay, sir. Formulation of hypothesis. Okay. Actually, sir, somehow it is correct. We are talking about the right now we are talking about the broad area of interest. So during the when you are preparing any when you are finding out your title or whenever you are finding out your research problem, first we decide our area where we have to start with. For example, I am taking example of like my subject, which I am doing research, that is artificial intelligence, and I am also working in the digital journalism and the development communication. These are the three of my research area. So these are the broad area of that particular research which I am going to perform, because AI, digital journalism, or development communication contains variety of topics inside it. So broad area of interest means a kind of the term under which we are performing the research. So first, whenever you are finding out your research problem, first you choose your broad area. For example, I choose artificial intelligence. Then after that, inside it, you will divide your broad areas into sub areas. Okay, so that is the first step. Choosing your broad area means choosing a umbrella terms under which you are going to do research, under which you are going to perform research. After that, whenever you find your broad area, after that you have to divide it into sub areas. Okay, for example, I have divided use of artificial intelligence in the mass comm, because AI can be used in the various subjects, but I use that particular term in the particular subject. Okay, because we cannot perform research in the broad terms. Okay, because AI covers the different aspects of the different subjects having a different aspects according to the its uses in AI. Okay, so after that, that is the first step where you have to choose the broad area. Second step is you have to find out the sub area under which you have to work. Third step is you have to focus on and selecting an area of interest. Okay. So after performing all these steps during the formulation of research problem, you will identify the gaps. Previously, I was talking about, like, whenever we are going to read research paper, before performing any research during the review of literature, we always used to read research gaps, okay, which is mentioned by the researcher, which is not covered by him or her during the research work. So that all research gap can help you to make your research more better when you are knowing that these particular areas are not, explored by the particular researchers. Because in a review of literature, you're not just doing the single literature review. You are, reading lots of research paper, books, and many another secondary sources of information. Okay. So fourth step is you have to identify the gaps and raising research question. Because when you will find out the research gap, then you are going to raise your research question, that is hypothesis. Because yesterday also I was talking that in the UK pattern of doing research, United Kingdom pattern, people used to have hypothesis in their research work. But in the case of USA, most of the people are just making the research question, means they are replacing hypothesis with the help of research question. Okay. So this was the fourth step. Then after that, in the fifth step, what we have to do, we have to formulate the broad objectives. Because once you find out your broad area, then you will divide it into sub areas. Then you will find out your area of interest, means under that what you have to perform. Like I have choose under AI, I have choose mass comm, then under that I have choose digital journalism. Okay. So similarly, like that in your subject, according to the need of your research, you can just perform these three steps. After that, what I have told you, like you have to find out the research gap, then you have to prepare research question, and in the fifth step, you have to make your broad objectives. Now, what are the broad objectives? Similarly, like the broad area, you are not narrowing down your objectives, because first you are going to make broad objectives. Under that, when you are going to perform review of literature, slowly you are going to narrow down your objectives of research. And at the end of your step 6, at the end, you are going to review the objective, you are going to assess the objective. Okay, because by following all these steps, you can make your research problem more better. Okay, because in the many times, I think so many of you heard about that in PhD, whenever research scholar is going to find their research title, most of the guide says, that half of the work is done after completing your, finding out your research title. Because most of the important work is to find out your research title. Okay, after that, like review of literature, during the research work title, whenever you are finding out the research work title, you are just doing the review of literature. So during that only your review of literature is also covered with that. Okay, so most of the things are covered during the first step of, which is known as the formulation of your research problem. Okay, now review of literature. What is a review of literature? When we are talking about the review of literature, it means that, literature review is an integral part of entire research process. Okay, because it makes the thing significant contribution to each and every operational steps at the later stage. Like I was telling you that when you started your finding out your research problem, then you are performing review of literature. Okay, ROL you are doing. So it will help you to understand the methodology of the different research work. It will help you to understand the working area or the study area. It will help you to understand the theoretical backgrounds of the different research work. It will help you to understand the tools. It will help you to understand the way of analyzing which tools they have used, what methodology they have used. So review of literature will contribute you in, in the another stages of research work. After passing through this stage, a researcher is able to acquaint oneself with the available body of the knowledge in the area of interest. The main objective of literature review are as follows. Like, first uh, objective or first work of review of literature is to, it broadens the knowledge of researcher about the research problem. Like I just discussed in the first step. Okay, like it will give you the broad perspective related to the your research problem, because you cannot just by reading 2 or 3 research papers you can understand the what are the reason, what can be the things in your research. No, but whenever you are reading different secondary sources, maybe research papers, books, and the archives, many things which are available, case studies and all, so you will get the broad knowledge about your research work. Okay, means you can see each and everything with your different angles. Like in media, we used to say that a news should be presented in a different angles. Okay, similarly like that in research work, if you are going to do any research, you have to understand the different angles of that particular research work. Then only you will be master in your uh, research problem solving. Okay, because without mastering your particular topic, you cannot work on it. Okay, because if like there is a one quote like, half knowledge is very dangerous. Similarly like that, if you are having a not that too much knowledge which is needed to complete your research, that can lead you to the some other directions. Okay, so first objective of literature review is to broaden the knowledge of research. Another one is it brings better clarity and focus to the research problem, also helps to improve the authenticity of research. Whenever you are giving the references of different scholars, okay, because whenever you are making research paper or you are writing thesis or anything related to the research work, you are always giving reference to that particular researcher or that particular work. Okay, that makes your research work more authentic, because as I have already discussed that you can also prepare fabricated data from the chat GPT. But if someone is going to check that data and if they will find out that nothing like that is present in the internet, or nothing like that is existing, then it is going to create problem for you. Okay, so if you are doing review of literature well nicely, and if you are having a clarity and focus on your research problem, definitely it is going to improve the authenticity of research work. Okay, now another thing is, means another objective of ROL is it helps to improve the research methodology, because each and every researcher have different research methodology. Okay, because methodology is all about that what kind of sample, for example, I'm saying what kind of sample you are going to choose, what kind of methods, like you are going to do the content analysis, you are going to do the case study, to use. Like previously we have discussed about the qualitative, quantitative. Okay, because if your methodology is not clear, definitely you are not going to complete your research work in a particular period of time. Okay, similarly like if methodology comes under the research design. Yesterday we were talking about the research design as a blueprint. So it is very important. Okay, during the review of literature you can observe, you can note down the various types of methods which is used by the different researchers according to their situation, according to their context, according to their need of research. Okay, so that is going to help you a lot. Okay, now it also helps in contextualizing the findings. It means how value addition has been done by the researcher to the existing stock of knowledge. Okay, means like for example, if someone else is doing research on the same topic, like on which you are working, but maybe he is working on the different geographical area. So, that is also going to help them also. Later on, when your research work is going to publish, people are going to use it. Okay. Means it will add value in that particular knowledge, means related to that subject in which you are researching. Okay. So, it is helping you also, even it is later on help the another researchers. Okay. So what are the procedure first we have to discuss right now? The procedure of reviewing literature covers searching the existing literature, then reviewing it and developing a conceptual framework. Okay. Theoretical or conceptual framework, whatever there is a name, because first you will find out the research. First you will find out the literature on which you are going to perform the on which you are going to review that particular thing, and after that you are going to prepare the theoretical background and all. Okay. Because theoretical backgrounds help you to prove your idea. Okay. Like on the first day I was talking about the one of the theory, diffusion of innovation. That was the theory that how particular innovation gets spread in the society. So if I am doing the any research on the particular innovation like AI, that is going to help me a lot, because I can give you that, I can prove that with the help of theoretical background, that yes, this theory proved that particular thing grow like that. So similarly like that, my research on artificial intelligence, that will also grow like this. Maybe there can be some issues, because theories and concept have that particular issues also. Okay. So that is very important to understand. During the review of literature, you are going to do all this thing. The main source of review of literature review are books, journals. Okay. These two things are the very important. In both cases, especially in journals, they are the gap of 2 or 3 years between the completion of a research project and the publication in the journal. Okay. As with books, researcher needs to prepare a list of journals for identifying literature relevant to his research. Nowadays, research make extensive use of the internet sources. Okay, like many of you are using different, sites to get the different research work. Google Scholar, ResearchGate, some of the Scooper syntax sites. Okay, so many of the, like previously there was a UGC NET, UGC care list sites where people were searching out for the research paper and all. So many of the things are there. Now, and at the end of that all research review of literature, you are giving the bibliography. Given at the end of the project, given gives a clear and complete description of the sources that were used while preparing the report. Okay, so that is also very important. Now, what is the another object? What is the another thing which we have to do? There is a, wait for a second, I am sharing. Then there is a formulation of hypothesis. Okay, because whenever you are done with the review of literature and you find out your problems, then you start asserting about the topics on which you are going to research on. Means you prepare your research questions related to the title which you have prepared, related to the aim which you have prepared. That are the hypotheses. Okay, hypotheses are just the assumption. Okay, that can be proved after the when you analyze your data. That can be proved after that. Okay, I'm just sharing the types. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so when we used to talk about the hypothesis, research may have one or more hypotheses. Okay, that depends on the need. these are the questions that they want to address, which include prediction and about the possible relationship between the things they went to investigate. And what are that particular things? Variables. Because from the previous session also, in the previous session also, I was talking about the dependent, independent variables. As a researcher, we do not know the exact truth, but have a hunch about the outcome, that what can be the outcome, and thus we make some prediction about the outcome. Okay, assumption, prediction. Okay, that can be terms you can use. This hunch or prediction about the outcome is called the hypothesis. Okay, so I think this is clear to everyone that what is a hypothesis. It can be also it can also be termed as an educated guess or assumption about the some phenomena. This assumption is tested by the collecting information that will enable us to conclude if our hunch was right. Because at the end, when you're going to collect the data, when you're going to collect the information, so at the end, when you're going to analyze it, that will clear your assumption, that will clear your prediction about the thing what you have in the starting of session, in the starting of your research work, after the title and review of literature, what you have prepared as a hypothesis, that will be cleared by the result at the end. Okay. Now,
Excuse me, sir.
yes, ma'am.
Sorry to interrupt. Sir, are you giving us the point whatever you are discussing? Because in the slide I can just see the steps of research. So whatever
Yes, ma'am.
points you're discussing, we need that,
I'm
sir, as a
discussing in
reference.
detail, ma'am.
Ah,
Okay, ma'am. For reference, you can use the KVS Martin. That is one of the best book. Right now, I'm just sharing the step of research in this slide, and I'm explaining each and every step in detail.
okay.
Yes. Okay, I can even because this all things are getting recorded, so we cannot just share the reference with you all. I think ma'am had already shared the reference book with you all. So I'm just choosing the important points which can be used, as a question in the examination, that I'm explaining you all. And I have just shared the slide in the screen on which we are talking about right now, step of research. So I was talking about that what can be the following features of the hypothesis. Its first feature can be it is a tentative proposition. Its second feature is the validity of hypothesis is unknown, which we have already discussed. Okay, that is not permanent. Okay, that is tentative. Second one is the validity of hypothesis is unknown. Okay, you cannot validate in the when you have prepared your hypothesis in the starting of your research. In most cases, formulating a hypothesis specific the logical relationship between the two variables. So yesterday also we talked about that how dependent or independent variable during the experimental research work, that they are manipulated. Okay, one variable is manipulated. On the basis of that, we are deciding that whatever we have a prediction, whatever we have a hypothesis, that is proved correct or wrong. Okay, so it must be generalizable and it should be kept simple, because if you are going to make your hypothesis complex, it is going to create an issue for you only. Okay, so what are the main function of hypothesis? I'm going to discuss with you all. Formulating a hypothesis through important is not absolutely necessary for a research, but a perfectly valid research can be conducted even without a formulating hypothesis. See, I was discussing that only. In the USA pattern, people are they most of the people are not using this hypothesis, but yes, in the UK pattern, most of the people are using, because a kind of validity it provides you. Because if your hypothesis is mentioned in the work, people know that you have adopted the particular things, and they are sure about that you're going to work on it. Okay, because if particular research work is not having a hypothesis, if it is missing in it, or research question is missing in it, it is not, very easy to understand about the research work. Okay, because whenever you are downloading any research paper, if they do not have a research question, or if they do not have a hypothesis, then sometimes you can face issue that on what thing they are working. Maybe they can include the things in the abstract, not exactly each and everything in the abstract, but as a summary of whole research paper. But hypothesis help you to understand about the assumptions of the research. Okay, so it brings focus, clarity, and specificity to the research study. Okay, so whenever you are giving the hypothesis, it will help you to focus on the particular questions what you have prepared, what you have adopted. Okay, it will give you clarity that you have to work on this particular areas. Okay, it will specify your research. Okay, it will help you to make the sample design also. Okay, now even it can make your study more objective. Like in the most of the quantitative research, people used to prepare a hypothesis. Okay, because it makes their study more objective, means they use more data, facts, and figures. Okay, it facilitates the formulation of theory also, because as we have already studied about the two methods of theory preparation, that is the deductive or inductive approach, where you can start with the principles and theory in the deductive one, means specific to general to specific. In inductive, you can start with the specific to general. Okay, so that are the different way of formulation of theory. Now, what can be the types of hypothesis? First one can be descriptive hypothesis. Second one can be relational hypothesis. And last one can be explanatory hypothesis. Now, what is descriptive hypothesis? It is formulated to describe the characteristics. For example, like the present rate of the unemployment in urban areas of India is, for example, 10%. Okay, so this is the hypothesis you have prepared. Okay, maybe you can, on the basis of observation, you can say 20%, 30%. That depends on your observation. Okay. Now, what is relational hypothesis? That is, it indicates the relationship between the two variables. Like, for example, parents residing in an urban area spend more money on the education of children. Yes, because money and education is related. Because if you have a good source of money, then you can definitely find out the good source of education also. Okay, because most of the education institutions, you have to pay more for education. Now, another one is explanatory hypothesis. That is, it guides the cause and effect relationship between the two variables. Like when, for example, I'm saying when salaries increase, the spending on the food item also increase. This is cause and effect. Like yesterday also I was talking about that poverty leads to the unemployment leads to the poverty. That is cause and effect, and cycle is going on. The cycle is working like that. Now we have to understand about the two more important things about the hypothesis, then we can move to the another part. First one is null hypothesis. Okay, these are the concepts of hypothesis. First one is null and another one is alternate. Okay, so here are some questions which I'm going to tell you about. You can even note it down. Okay, and if you're going to use reference book like KB Smarthan, it is going to help you a lot understanding these all things. Okay, I think ma'am have already shared that book in the group or in the Google Drive, I think. So you can just use that as a reference. Professor R.A. Fisher was the first to use such experiment for testing the hypothesis by scientific investigation. Okay, he talked about the principle of replication, randomization, and local control in the research. Hypothesis testing or significance testing is a method for testing a claim or hypothesis about the parameters in a population using data measured in a sample. Okay. So first time who used it, okay, this concept of hypothesis, he was the R.A. Fisher. Okay, this is very important to note it down. Even you have to remember that who was the person who used the concept of hypothesis in the experiment, scientific investigation. Okay, so this was the one of the important question. Okay, now after that, there were the two concepts given by the scientists. First one is null hypothesis. Another one is alternative hypothesis. Now, this is the another question that can be asked. Null hypothesis is represented by a mark. There is a symbol of null hypothesis. Can anyone tell me about that symbol? By seeing that, you can just tell people that yes, this is null hypothesis. Can anyone?
HO?
Yes, ma'am. 100% correct. So this is a symbol of null hypothesis. Okay. So whenever you are going to, present your hypothesis and you want to just say that this is null hypothesis, you will write HO. Okay. Small. O will be small. Okay. Like the null hypothesis statement about the population parameter, such as population mean that is assumed to be true. Okay, the null hypothesis starting point, we will test whether the value of stated in the null hypothesis is likely to be true or not. Okay, means whenever you are starting with the, whenever you are starting your work, whatever the things are you are measuring, okay, because if you have adopted the particular thing and you are starting that particular thing, you will at the initial stage of your hypothesis, that will be likely to be true. Okay, you are just adopting that. After result, it is going to be proved. Okay, but at that particular time, we take it as true. Okay, null means no difference between the variables, such as between population means and sample mean, or between two sample mean, and so on. Let us look at the wait for a second. I am sharing one diagram I am sharing with you all. So it is going to help you understand that what is the basic question and null hypothesis. Give me a second. I'm just sharing that. Please give me a second. I'm just downloading that. So it will help me. I'm going to share that right now. Okay. I think that is clearly visible to everyone that I have shared one of the difference between the question and null hypothesis. So by seeing that, you can understand what is a basic difference between a question and hypothesis, null hypothesis. Like, I think it is visible to everyone. You can just give your reaction in that.
Visible.
Okay. Thank you so much. Like here the question mentioned that are teens better a match than adults? What will be the null hypothesis of that? Age has no effect on the mathematical ability. See, like this you have to prepare your hypothesis. Okay. If you have a question that I think most of them you are understanding that what I'm saying, that whenever you have a question in your mind, you have to make that particular null hypothesis for a broad area. Okay, someone is raising hand. You can just ask, ma'am. I think by mistake it was. So, like here, the question is about the teens, okay, and adults. So, like here in the null hypothesis, what it is writing that age has no effect on the mathematical ability. It is covering the broad area. Okay. Similarly, like that, does taking aspirin every day reduce the chance of having heart attack? Now, what will be the null hypothesis of that? Taking aspirin daily dose not affect heart risk. Okay. Means you are assumpting the, means you are having the assumptions. Means whatever will be the questions, on the basis of that you are assumpting the particular things that in which you want as a result, as a means in which you want result with the help of research. Okay, like if someone is like, for example, I'm saying many of the questions raised for the COVID vaccine, if I will say that is that COVID vaccine creates some particular bad effects for the human body. Okay, so for that I will prepare null hypothesis. Okay, means taking a COVID vaccines doses not affect the human body. Similarly, like that, I have prepared the question like that only. Now
Actually,
let's another.
Actually, sir, it should
Yes,
be
sir.
with a negative. It should be with a negative answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for adding a point. So another thing can be do teens use cell phones to access the internet more than adults? Okay, so see, like sir said, negative, that is 100% correct, because whenever you are going to observe the questions in it, there's the no, not, and no, that kind of words using. Okay, so thank you so much, sir, for adding point in it. So you can just observe the difference between the question and the null hypothesis. Okay, so I'm again going to share that PPT, and then we will move to the another part. Okay, so that is null hypothesis. Now after that, so like sir said, like we use the words no or no difference, which I also discussed with you all in that particular null hypothesis. Okay, now what will be the another, that is alternative hypothesis. Can anyone can tell me that what is a symbol to present alternative hypothesis? That is also a question of NTA. That's why I'm asking this, because previously of null hypothesis that was the HO, but for alternative hypothesis, what will be the
Sir, it is H1,
symbol?
sir. H1.
Okay, sir.
H1
H1.
or HA, anything.
Yes, yes, sir. Don't get confused between the different symbols. So sir was saying H1, HA, that both can be. Okay. Because sometimes we get confused that is there is H1, is there is HA. Both can be H1 or HA. Okay. So thank you so much, sir, for your response. Now, if null hypothesis is rejected as a sample means falls in the rejection reason or left or right, then alternative hypothesis is accepted. Okay. So see, once your null hypothesis, whichever we have prepared with the help of questions, null hypothesis, if they are getting rejected, okay, then what will be the chance of another hypothesis? It will be accepted. That is alternative hypothesis. Okay, means alternative hypothesis is just a contradiction of null hypothesis, It means that actual value of a population, which we have discussed previously as example, okay, of parameter is less than the greater than or not equal to. There will be sign used, okay, greater than, in mathematics we use that, or not equal to, okay, to the value stated in the null hypothesis. Okay. After setting hypothesis, we collect data with the help of sample. We apply different statistical tests on the sample data to arrive some findings. Then those findings are interpreted. In a meanwhile, we discuss the another aspects of the research process. Okay. So this is the another thing. Now, what is another step of research right now after discussing all three? Means research problem, ROL, hypothesis. The another one is research design, because yesterday also we discussed a lot on the research design. Okay. Now we have stated yesterday that research design work as a blueprint. Yes, because if you do not have a research design, it can leads you to the another direction. Okay, it can also waste your time, lot of money you can waste without a proper research design. Okay, so when the setting of hypothesis is done, the next step is research design. It is a roadmap to carry out the research. So it can be also, backbone of research. It can be also a blueprint of research. It can be also a roadmap of research. Okay, it is step-by-step approaches addressing the basic question like what is the scope of research study, okay, or what type of data are to be collected, or something like what methods should be used. Okay, see, here are some of the things which we have discussed. You have to note it down. That is scope of research of study. Okay, what kinds of data we are going to collect. Okay, what will be the methods, means these all are the things which you are going to mention in the research design. Okay, so justification is required at every step as a resource are the stake. In fact, many of the research methods are basically research design or closely linked with them. Okay, so research design can be known with the different name, okay, which we have already discussed on that. But that can be also defined as a plan, structure, strategy of investigation to get the answer of research question. That can be also a hypothesis. Okay, so what are the things which you are going to consider in your research design? I'm going to just tell you about that different points. First thing can be you are going to have an objective of the research study. Okay, means in research design you are first deciding that what is the objective of your research study, because you have already prepared the research question or hypothesis. Then after that you are going to decide what will be the objective. Okay, then there will be a selection of methods of data collection. Okay, that can be random, non-random, different methods are there. Okay, then after a source of information, what will be the source of information, like primary sources, secondary sources. Okay, then what will be the tools, like previously we talked about the survey, like focus group discussion, content analysis, case study, different tools. Then at the end, data analysis, and maybe it can be quantitative, it can be qualitative. So you can do your you can prepare your research design like this. Okay, now why we are using research design? Like I have discussed that, yes, for saving your time, saving your money, moving your research to the correct direction. Now with the help of some points I'm going to tell you, because that can be also asked, that arrange the particular statements in the chronological order, that why research design is used. Okay, so that can be also, or that can be asked, that what are the steps you can include in the research design. So it makes our research efficient. First thing is it makes our research efficient. Okay, another thing is you can optimize your resources with the maximum information, or you will also save your time. You are going to there will be a minimal waste of your time, your money and all. So you are going to, optimize your source, fully you can optimize it with the help of research design if it is there. Okay. There is a flexibility in it. Okay. Like for example, if you have a research design and if you are having some issues with some particular methods or some way of collecting data, tools and all, yes, you can, you can change with the help of your research guide or to whom you are working with. Okay, so there is a flexibility in that. It will help you to change that all things within a minimum period of time. Okay, means you are not going to waste your time more. After that, there is a less chances of biasness. Okay, because once you have prepared each and everything, means you have a research design, definitely it is going to uh, observed by the different researchers, observers and all. Then after seeing that all research design, they will understand, okay, that the things are biased or not biased. Then there is a reliability and objectivity in your research, because if you have prepared your research design using all the following steps, that makes your research work reliable. Means if anyone is going to research on that similar topic on the another area, definitely most of the time chances are that they are going to get the similar chances on the basis of the situation, geographical location or the different context. Okay, so there will be also objectivity, means there will be the data, facts, figures you are going to get, and there will be less subjective things in it. So these are the use of purpose of research design. Now, what are the types of the research design? Like on the basis of number of contexts. So first, research design can be on the basis of number of contact, I'm saying, because previously when we are talking about the research types, they're also divided into different parts, like on the basis of objective, outcome, approaches and all. So similarly, like that, research design is also divided into different parts. First one is divided on the basis of number of contact. First one is cross-sectional studies. Yesterday we discussed about it. Can anyone tell me about that? What is cross-sectional studies? Yesterday only we discussed on it. What is cross-sectional studies? Anyone?
The research is done at one time.
Thank you so much, sir, for your response. It is 100% correct. So whenever you are performing whenever you are collecting data once, whenever you are contacting, people once, I'm just giving example of that. So that is known as the cross-sectional. And what is longitudinal study? Just opposite of that. You can say there will be several times you will collect the data, not single time. There will be several times you're going to collect the data. That comes under the longitudinal study, because longitudinal studies you have to observe that particular data for a long period of time. Okay, maybe for for example, your longitudinal study will be of 5 years. Then each year you have to again and again you have to observe that, you have to collect that you have to analyze. So this is a basic difference with them. Okay. Now, on the basis of reference period, first one is like there was on the basis of contact. Now, on the basis of reference period, there is a first type of study design is research design is retrospective study design. Okay, it means it meant for the phenomena or a situation that has occurred in the past. You have to keep in mind, it can be asked that what is retrospective study design, and it means that it is meant for the phenomena or a situation that has occurred in the past. Okay, whenever you are preparing a research design for the studying the particular thing happened in the situation happened in the past, that comes under the retrospective study design. Then just opposite of that, there is a prospective study design, like it is going to work for the future. See, they both are just opposite of it. Retrospective for the past, prospective study for the future. So this much only you have to keep in mind. That will be, you can easily remember all that points. Okay.
Excuse me, sir, your
Yeah.
screen is not visible, sir.
Screen is, ma'am, that slide is not visible.
Yes, sir.
I'm just sharing it again. Maybe there is some network issue, maybe.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Now it is visible, ma'am.
No, sir, I am not able to see. Sir.
Actually, we are able
And-
to see, sir. We are able to see.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I'll
So
cross
maybe that is network issue, ma'am.
Okay,
So
sir.
you can just check it. Thank you. So after that, what are the, now two things we have discussed. First one was the on the basis of contact. Another one was the on the basis of reference period. Now on the basis of nature of investigation, what will be the research design? See, I know theoretical part is very lengthy one, but we have to understand each and every aspects of the research design. So I'm just covering each and everything, very quickly. Then after that, we are going to discuss the different questions of the research aptitude. So first study design on the basis of the nature of investigation is experimental study. Now you can get confused, okay, sometimes that many times we discussed about the experimental research, experimental study. They all, they all are similar. Exactly, not there is no any kind of changes when we used to talk about the experimental study. Yesterday also we talked about the cause and effect, independent variable, dependent variable under the experimental study. Okay, so I'm just revising that, then we'll move to the another part. Okay. So first type on the basis of nature of investigation is experimental study. Like if a study is done in a manner that we start from cause to establish the effect. Okay. The independent variable can be manipulated by the researcher, which we have discussed yesterday. Like I was talking about the crops and the weather, that they both are connected to each other. That if there will be more rain, there will be more crop. If there will be less rain, there will be less crop. Means the both variables are dependent on each other. Okay, but in the laboratories we just used to manipulate data by controlling that variables. Okay, so in labs we have our options to control them. And experimental study also says that that you have to work on a group or a control group, okay, where you can control them and manipulate data, and after that you can check the results. Okay, so under this experimental studies there are the two types. First one is experimental group, another one is control group. Okay, like experimental groups receive a treatment is like, for example, if I'm saying a student of a class being taught with a new teaching method, a group of patients being administered a new medicine. Okay, like which I said, a student of a class is being taught with a new teaching method. Like in the previous session also, one of the participants gave the example that we can do the research, like if we are teaching students, we can understand who are the slow learners, who are the fast learners and all. Similarly, like that, there is an example. Okay, so when a group of students taught in a class with a new teaching method, that is an experiment. On the basis of that, you can decide that your experiment is successful or not. Okay, similarly like that in the control group, you are going to teach that particular students with a conventional method, not a new teaching method. If that is if that particular method is successful, that comes under the control group. Okay, that both are the part of experimental study, but there can be a two types. First one is experimental, another one is control. In experimental, you are trying the new thing. In the control group, you are trying the previous one. Okay, and after that, you can just compare the results. Okay. Now, there is another that is non-experimental study. Okay, that it is a retrospective study which we have discussed previously. Okay, because retrospective study says that it is talking about the past. It is researching on the past. Okay, so non-experimental study is all about a kind of retrospective study. Thus, we start from the effect to trace the cause. Okay, the assumed cause has already occurred, means that becomes a past. Okay, the variable are still refers, okay, to the IV or DV, like comparing opinions from natural groups. There can be other types of study design as well. A few important studies designs are like action research, cohort studies, placebo design. Okay, so these are the different types. So now I will move to the another part, because I think we have covered the many aspects of the research design. Now another one is data collection, because data collection is also very important part of the research work. Because whenever we are talking about the data collection, there are the two types of data: primary data and the secondary data. Okay, primary data we have already discussed, that is when you are going to perform that, collect that data by yourself using the different tools. And secondary data is the data which is already available. Okay, which is already published, which is already available in the archives, in the libraries and all. Okay, that comes under the secondary data. Okay, so primary data can be collected with the help of observation, with the help of interviews. Both of the tools are very important. Okay, now I'm just going to explain about the different types of that, then we'll move to the another. So then there will be another types like primary data, secondary data. There can be another like objective data, subjective data. Okay, like what can be objective data, like the numbers, the figures, the numericals, that are the objective data. Subjective data is the opinion, the opinions or the analysis of the content, analysis of the qualitative research. Okay, so these are the subjective data where it contains the opinion or the thinking or the different like human behavior related things, you can say. Then now we will come to the what can be the methods like data collection. For data collection, you can use the different sources that can be, which I have already discussed. That can be different sources, but what can be the methods? Okay, so first method will be observation. Okay, what is observation? Everyone knows about it. Okay, so as an investigator, if you are observing the people, observing the actions, you're observing the situation. Okay, without asking the respondent, maybe you are maybe you're participants and all. So on the basis of that, you have a different types of observation. Okay, first one is structured, another one is unstructured, third one is participant observation, fourth one is non-participant observation, and fifth one is disguised observation. Okay, now what are why these observation methods are used? Because every observation method is used in the different
Excuse
types
me,
of reason. Yes, ma'am.
what is the last type of observation, sir? Your voice was breaking.
Okay, ma'am. Disguised. DISGUISED. Is that audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Thank you so much. So there are the 5 types of observation which I was discussing right now. Okay. So structured observation is used for the descriptive research. Okay. Because we have already discussed about the descriptive research in the previous session, so I'm not going to discuss it again. Is used for the exploratory research. Participant observation, non-participant observation, like these are the very simple one, like like structure. In the case of structure and unstructured also, I think it is very clear to everyone. Then when you have prepared the a kind of research design for the observation process, that you are going to observe like that, that is structured one. If you are just observing, by chance only started observing and all, that is unstructured. You just started with the exploring anything, that is unstructured. But before starting your research, you have prepared each and every step of observation, that is structured. Now what is participant and non-participant? In the many cases when you are observing people, that can be of 2 types. First one is participant, means you are having a consent of that people, that yes, you are going to participate between them. Okay, like for example, if you are doing the focus group discussion, and you have a concept of that particular group of people, that yes, you are going to be a part of them and you are going to observe them. But non-participant is just opposite of that. You are not having any concept, even you are not telling sometimes. Okay, because people are not knowing that you are observing them, so you are not part of that that group or something, you are just observing. So that is a non-participant. Okay, wait for a second, I'm just changing that. I think is that my voice is audible, because it is showing me that my network is weak.
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I'm just checking that why it is showing. Give a second. Okay, now I think it is okay. I think my slide is clearly visible and my voice is audible. Now I will start with the another type, which was the disguised observation, which I have already discussed with you all while I was talking about the types. So distinguished observation is a research technique in which the subject being observed are unaware. Okay. So in the participant observation, I was telling you that there is a consent. In the non-participant observation, yes, there is a consent sometimes. They are knowing, but you're not being a part of that. But in the disguised observation, it is very important to keep in mind, because that can be asked. In what type of observation when people are unaware, they are not knowing about the, like for example, if you are observing the geographical area of particular places in India, and if you only rented a room and you started living there, so you just started observing, people are just unaware of that, for what purpose you are observing. That situation is disguised observation. So these all are the types of observation. Okay. Now there will be the another things which we can okay, there is one more term, I think. Okay, so this is the first method of collecting data. Then there is another method, that is survey method. Now I think everyone is familiar with the survey method, because most of the time we used to collect data with the help of survey method, with the help of Google form, with the help of questionnaire you prepare, or schedules and all whenever you are making that. So sometimes the observation method is supplemented with a survey method. This approach is most suited for the gathering descriptive information, and this research may direct or indirect. So it is of two types. Like, there are two types of the survey. First one is structured, another one is unstructured. Okay. So what do you mean by the structure survey? They use formal list of questions to be asked from the respondent in the same manner. So they are the formal questions. Okay. Means in the comparison of unstructured, for example, you are taking an interview of a person. So the particular person is knowing that yes, you are going to ask this particular questions. Okay. But in the unstructured, you provide a kind of flexibility. Okay. Means you are asking question according to their answers. Means in structured, you just tell them that you are going to ask this questions. But in the case of unstructured, you prepare your question on the basis of their answer, because sometimes your respondent will not give answer if they are not comfortable with you. Okay. So these both types of survey methods are very useful. Now, what is the advantage of the survey method? It is quick and low cost in the comparison of observation method. Like I was giving you example that if you want to observe the people of a particular place, and if you rented a room and you have a different, you have to pay for it. But in the case of survey method, you just spread the Google forms, you just spread the Microsoft form, and you're going to collect the data, without going anywhere. So in a comparison of observation method, it is you have to pay less, there's lower cost, it is very quick. Okay. Now, what can be the limitations? Like there can be some limitations, like privacy issues can be there, or sometimes it can be biased. Okay, because many times we have seen that we share the survey Google forms with our respondents, to whom which we know, and we used to tell them that yes, you have to fill that particular form like that. So there can be a chance of biasness sometimes. Okay. Sometimes even you can face an issue with the respondents' behavior and all, that maybe they don't want to give your answer to a question and all. So these all are the issues with the survey. Like even you can even we can have some more methods. Shortly I'm going to discuss each and everything. Another thing can be mail questionnaire. Many times you receive mail questionnaire in your mails. Okay. So another method is that it includes the collecting large amount of information at the low cost as a respondent, because sending a mass mail, it is very easy, because they are not charging any more for that. Respondent may give more honest answer to the personal question to a mail questionnaire. That is also advantage. What is another? It is unbiased and no interviewer is involved. See, this is very important, because as I had discussed in the survey method, like if you're taking an interview, not in the if you are filling out that survey from in front of your respondent, maybe you can put impact on them. Like yesterday we talked about the one of the effect. I forgot the term. Okay. Researcher effect or something which we have discussed. Like it can create a biasness, but in the case of mail questionnaire, people can unbiasedly they can fill it out. Okay. It is convenient for respondent who can answer when they have time. Okay. Now even in the case of the survey also, that is okay, but mail questionnaires are also very good way to collect the data. It is also good way to reach people who travel. Okay. Like previously, most of the things are shared with the help of mail. Is there any question, sir? Okay. Previously, most of the things are shared by the mail questionnaire, but right now in the age of digital era, like people are using WhatsApp, people are using different way of sharing, like social media platforms and all. So one of the good way to collect data is also like mail questionnaire. Okay, not what can be the limitations? It is not flexible. It takes longer time to complete than telephonic or personal interviews. Okay, so it has low response rate because sometimes people do not check their mails also. Okay, so there is less control of researcher over the process also. So like for example, if you have shared the survey form with the help of WhatsApp and different chat platforms, then you can just remind them. But in the case of mail, you are reminding them, but they are not checking. Sometimes it goes to the spam and all. Okay, so there is an issue with that. Another one is telephonic interviewing. That is another method of collecting data. What are the advantages? It is a quick method. It gives a greater flexibility to interviewer as he or she can explain the questions not understood properly. In the case of survey mail questionnaire, it is not possible. But in the case of telephonic interview, you can just clear their doubts. Okay, it has a greater it has a greater sample control. It has a higher response rate. So these are the one of the good thing of telephonic interviewing, and most of the researcher like they used to follow this method in their researches. Because for example, if any scholar or any the prominent personality related to the research work is not present in our country, maybe they belongs to a western country or any outside foreign countries, then what you can do in the case of, you can use this telephonic interviewing like WhatsApp call and all. I'm not talking about the normal call, I'm talking about the WhatsApp call and the internet calls. What can be the limitation? Yes, it can cost, it can have a higher cost. As per the respondent and interviewer should be more skilled. Okay, like if you are going to do a normal call, international call, you are going to pay more in a comparison of just Indian call. In the case of internet calls, it is right now it is very cost effective, so that can be done. There can be a privacy issue. Okay, like for example, if particular person do not wants to pick your call, or there sometimes it happens that they do not have a time and all, so there can be a privacy issue, or sometimes they do not want to give answer of your questions and all. Complete standardization of this process is not possible. Means if you are going to think that you are collect the things according to your uh, need of research, then you cannot completely standardize the process. Wrong entry is possible due to the lack of time. Means if people do not have time to give response, then definitely they can give you wrong responses. So this is the another. After that, there is a personal interviewing. I think everyone knows about it. You can just face to face do the personal interviews. Okay, so I'm not going to explain that because most of the things are similar like the telephonic interview. Now it is there is another important thing, which is focus group discussion. That is very important. Okay, I'm just sharing that. I think slide is visible. So data in the data collection process, focus group interviewing is also important. Like it is usually conducted by inviting 6 to 10 people.
Some slide didn't change. It's still the same slide.
Ma'am, I've not changed the slide. That's why I said that. Okay, it's still remaining that only. I've not changed the slide, ma'am. So So you have noted down that it is usually conducted by the inviting 6 to 10 people together for a few hours with a trained moderator. See, in focus group discussion, it is very important to understand that with the people, there should be a moderator. Okay, because to control that conversation, you need a moderator. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that which process of data collection having a moderator. Okay, and what can be the number of people, 6 to 10. The Okay, for example, the moderator needs to the moderator needs objectivity, knowledge of the subject and the particular topic, and some understanding of the group individual behavior. Like what will be the qualities of moderator have? Like whenever they are used to conduct a focus group interview, then what they are going to do, they have a basic knowledge about the what are the objective, what are the knowledge of that particular subject on which they are talking about. Most of the time researchers are only the moderator. Okay, those who are doing the research, they only work as a moderator, so they have a basic idea about the individual behaviors and all. The moderator starts with the broad question before knowing moving to the more specific issues, because whenever you are starting your interview, you have to start with the broad questions, because if you will directly ask the narrow down questions, people will sometimes they can deny, they will not give answer of your question because they are not comfortable with that particular situation. Slowly you have to make them comfortable for that particular interview situation. Okay, so you have to start with the broad questions, then you have to move to the specific question. So encouraging open and easy discussion to bring out the true feelings and thoughts. At the same time, the interviewer focus on the discussion. Okay, so moderator can work like this. Okay, so this can be the way of doing the focus group discussion. I'm just going to discuss the limitation. It is more expensive than a telephonic survey. Yes, because you have to move to that place. You have to you have to pay for the particular things and all, because sometimes you have a recording, so camera and all, you have to pay for that, you have to pay for a particular place. Okay, so it is more expensive than a telephonic survey. Group interview studies keep the sample size small, like 6 to 10 people I was saying, so sample size is also very small. Okay, so there is some possibility of interviewer biasness. Okay, maybe there can be a possibility of that. So these can be the things which we have to keep in mind as during the data collection. Now I'm just going to clear all this. Data analysis and interpretation can be done with the help of different tools. Most of you are using SPSS, ANOVA, and different softwares. Okay, so you can just interpret your data. Like right now, Google Forms only, they give the graphs and pie charts, so you can easily do the data analysis with the help of that also. Conclusion and recommendation is also given by you on the basis of the things which you have observed, you find out during the data analysis and interpretation, and at the end you are going to submit the report. Okay, so these are the basic things. Now another thing which is,
Sir, I have a doubt here.
yes ma'am.
So you spoke about mail questionnaire and telephonic interview, isn't it, sir? Does it come under survey method, or it is, I mean to say structured interview, or it is a different method of survey?
Ma'am, it comes under that only, but survey can be conducted with the help of different way, so it is a part of that only. But when we are talking about the tools, that ma'am, like survey tools can be different, like telephonic tools or the ma'am, actually you asked about that it comes under the survey or not, so I think that these are the part of that. Another thing you asked is it comes under the structure or unstructured. So ma'am, whenever you are doing the survey with the help of telephone or something, or the another way which we have discussed, most of the time you use the structured one. But in the case of face-to-face interview, you sometimes do the unstructured interview because you first understand the behavior of participants or the respondents. Then on the basis of that, you are going to prepare your questions. Is that your doubt is clear?
Yeah, sir.
So thesis and article writing, this is a part like I think these are the basic things which everyone knows about the, that how you can prepare the thesis format, what is a format of article writing. So I just mentioned the points that there will be a title page, acknowledgement, abstract, okay, in the thesis format. Introduction, review of literature, methodology, result, discussion, conclusion, and references. So what can be the question asked? NTA can ask that give this format in a chronological order. There will be only 4 options, so maybe they can choose any 4. Okay, and they will say that arrange in a chronological order. So you can just remember that, because most of you are the from the academic background, most of you can be the PhD scholars and all. So I think everyone is knowing about this format. So you can just have this particular. I think you got these PDFs in your Google Drive, or you can have a screenshot of that. So it will help you to understand. What will be the pattern of article writing? There will be a title, abstract, keywords, introduction, method, result, discussion, and references. So these are the basic things. Okay. And just moving to the another part. Yes, this is very important one. I think most of you are familiar with that. There is a 2 style of referencing. Most of the time it is used in the social sciences or the language subjects. Like language subject use the Modern Language Association, MLA, and APA is used by the most of the social science associations. Okay? So there is a basic difference. There is no more difference. Like in the case of APA, what will be the format? In the case of APA, author's last name. Okay, I'm just. I will. Okay, here. Author's last name, then initial name, then year, then title, then publisher. This is the APA format. I think it is clearly visible to everyone. Okay. Most of the times you give reference in this form, but in the case of MLA, what you do, you are giving that publishing year at the end. Okay. Means there will be last name of the author, then first name, then title of the article, publisher, or title of that particular research work. Then at the end, you are giving the year. Here, year is in the 3rd position, but in the MLA, you will give that at the end of that. Okay. So these are the referencing styles. Most of the time, NTA asks about the full form, that what is the full form of APA. Most of the time, they ask about the format. So these are the basic things, these are the basic referencing styles, which is used by the social science or the humanities researchers or the academicians. Okay. Now, there is another part. Okay. That is ICT in research. Okay. How we are using communication technology in research. Okay. Like there are some applications for like means whenever you are using the internet or whenever you are using the use of computers and all, that comes under the ICT. So whenever we used to talk about the ICT, you work on the applications. For literature search, you visit to the Google Scholars, Scoopers, ResearchGate, different of the sites you used to go. And for data analysis, you are using this particular software like SPSS, Excel and all. Plagiarism check can be done by the different softwares. Here I have mentioned Turnitin, but most of the institution use Drillbit and all, because UGC recommended softwares are Turnitin, Drillbit. Previously, there was one more software which was afterward, I think, that is removed from the list of UGC. I forgot the name. So these are the basic softwares. You should know about them. Referencing tools, yes. Like I have observed many times in the NTA paper that they used to give the name of different software, and on the basis of they like this Mendeley. This was asked by NTA in the year 23 or 22, because I visit the all paper, by each year. So there was a question that this particular software belongs to this for this purpose as a referencing purpose. So Mendeley, Zotero, and all these are the referencing tools. You can use more tools, because right now there are the lots of AI tool came in the market, but these are the well-known tools because many of the people are using it. For online surveys like Google Forms, SurveyMonkey, these are the well-known applications. So these are the use of ICT in research work. Okay. Now, I will move to the research ethic. Then we are going to start discussing the questions today. So when we are talking about the research ethics, we should always focus on, whenever we are preparing the data, okay, we should always honest. Means there should be no fabrication, there should be no manipulation. Okay. You should also include integrity and objectivity, because these two terms only we have discussed previously, like there should be no subjectivity. Okay. So this also we have discussed. We should also avoid plagiarism or plagiarism. Informed consent and confidentiality, like whenever you are using the particular data of the particular research paper, you should have a consent, or you should reference them. You should give references to them. Okay. What can be the important bodies which regulates, like Institutional Ethics Committee or UGC guidelines on plagiarism? Like many times people are unaware about this guidelines of UGC, because in India these guidelines are very strict. And even I heard the example, like, I'm just sharing that example, that one of the VC who plagiarized the content 20 years back, he was, later on, removed from his post due to this all issues after 20 years also. So we should always keep in mind that, we should always follow the particular guidelines of plagiarism. We should always use the plagiarism under the 10%. Okay, we should always have under 10% plagiarism. This can be also asked in your question, that what is a standard percent for the plagiarism in the research paper, thesis, and all. UGC guidelines can be also asked that what can be the, so later on you can go through this UGC guidelines in the UGC website. So these all are the things you have to keep in mind related to the research ethics. Now I'm sharing the PDFs having a research question, and you have to just give your answers in the chat box. I will share 10 questions at a time, and I will share the answers of it, that 10 question in the chat box. So even you can check your answers are correct or not. So that will help us to revise the things. Okay, I'm sharing that. Please give me a minute. I'm sharing. Please, it will be visible to you all. Okay. Till question 7, you can start solving this. Then I will give you answer of question till 7, to question 7. I think it is clearly visible to everyone. Maybe, okay. Okay. Just right now, leave the question 8. You can solve your questions till question 7. First question is, should I read that, or you will just going to solve and give answers in the chat box? Because these are the previous year questions. So you can just start solving them. I will give you the answers. Okay, I'm waiting in the chat box. Let those who are going to. It's my request that whenever you're going to write the number of that question, like 1, then C, 2, A, means whatever will be the answer, like that. Okay. Thank you, sir. First, okay. First answer C is correct. Thomas Kuhn is correct one. Who among the following propounded the concept of paradigm? Answer C. For first answer C is correct. Then there is another, that is Devika ma'am. For third, she mentioned B. Okay. That is affect. Okay. Thesis statement is then the answer will be of third will be C. That is assertion. Okay. You can just correct that. Third answer is C. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. And then there is another for second. Two of the participants said A. For second, answer is D, the text itself. For second, answer is D. Now, fourth question. First answer is C, second answer is D, third answer is C. Now, fourth question. Because we discussed about the Max Weber. Okay, ma'am said, okay, fifth. Ma'am, I'm asking about fourth, but you said fifth, okay. So fifth answer is B, purposive. Fifth answer is B. Which one of the following is non-probability sampling? That is B. Can anyone give the answer for? Or I should, okay, I will give the answer. The research approach of Max Weber to understand how people create meaning in a natural setting is identified as, answer will be D, interpretative paradigm. Now sixth, the research stream of immediate application is, okay, B is 100% correct answer. Hangmin ma'am, that is 100% correct. Answer 6 is B. Then what will be the answer 7? When planning to do a social research, it is better to, answer 7. Okay, C, that is correct. Be familiar with the literature on the topic. That is correct. Now I'm moving that. And question 8 is, the core element of dissertation are, okay, I will keep that here only. So these are the another part of this. Introduction, data collection, data analysis, conclusion.
Maybe
I'm
cell
just moving.
D. Maybe cell D.
D. Yes, sir. 100% correct. Its answer is D. I'm just setting it. Okay. Now, for the 9th question, what is a research design? What is a research design? Okay, D. D. Okay. That is 100% correct. That research design answer is D, framework for every stage of the collection and the analysis of data. Answer for 10th question, sampling cases means sampling cases means
Sir, B, sir.
B. Okay, sir. The correct answer is D. Sampling of people, newspaper, television, programs, and etc. Answer is D. For 10th, answer is D. Now, 11th question. The frequency distribution of a research data, which is symmetrical in a shape similar to the normal distribution, but center peak is much higher, is anyone? Okay, A. Okay, C. 100% correct. So leptoprotect is correct one. 11th answer is C. 11th answer is C. I'm just moving to the 12th question. What is the answer of 12th question?
B, sir, B.
D. D is 100% correct. D, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the correct answer of that. Okay. I'm just moving it. Okay. Now, question 13. Question 13. A good thesis writing should involve
D, sir, 2, 3, 4.
okay, sir. 2, 3, 4. Okay. A. Okay. A is correct answer of 13th question. 1, 2, 3, 4. All options will be there. Next, 14th question. What will be the answer of 14th question? I'm just moving it. Okay.
D, sir,
Of
D.
you said D. Okay. 14th answer is A. That is fundamental research. 14th answer is A. 14th answer is A. Okay. We'll move to the another question, that is 15. 14th answer is A. Okay. What will be the answer of 15? Okay. C. C. Okay. 15th answer is B. 15th answer is B.
Sir,
15th answer is
answer,
B.
which one, sir? 15th answer.
B. Null hypothesis. B. 15th answer is B. If you want the reasons, that also I can provide you, because from where I have used this resolved paper, that also provides the. You can just move to the 16th. If there will be any confusion in the 15th one, then I'm going to clear that also. What will be the answer of 16th question? Okay, D. Sixteenth answer is A, historical research. 16th answer is A, historical research. And if like this research paper said in the case of 15th that like null hypothesis means no difference. The null hypothesis means no difference between the two sets of the variable or students present in that, male or female, such as one as a male to the another as a female. Then we collect data to test null hypothesis. So for the 15th one, it is giving reason that there is no difference between the two sets of data. That's why it chosen as a null hypothesis. Okay, 15th answer will be B. And 16th answer is A, that is historical research. Then we will move to the another part. Question 17. What will be the answer of question 17? Okay, A. Okay, B. Seventeenth answer is D. 17th answer is D. 1, 2, 3, 4, all. Okay. So, okay, two of the participants said correct. 17th answer is D. Now we'll move to the another part, that is 18th one. Okay. We'll move to the another part, that is 18th one. Please, you can share the answer of 18th question. What is the answer of 18th question?
D, sir. D. D, sir. D.
D. D is correct. D is correct. Answer of 18th question is D. Its sole purpose is to production of knowledge. Let's move to the question number 19. Answer 18 is D. 18th answer is D. Move to the question number 19. I'm just moving it. Sometimes it can create. What will be the answer of question 19? B or C? Shraddha ma'am, okay.
C.
C,
C,
okay.
sir.
Okay. Sir, what you said?
Not C, sir. B.
B. Okay, okay. I think automatically it was rejoined. Okay. I think it is visible. My voice is audible. Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am. So answer of 19 will be B. What will be the answer of question 20? What will be the answer of question 20? I'm just moving it.
So what's the answer for question number 19?
Answer B, ma'am. Question 19 answer is B.
Can you show
Question 9.
that options again?
Options again. Okay, definitely. These are the options, ma'am. Question 19 answer is B. It is the only null hypothesis that can be tested. Anyone, those who are giving the answer of question 20? Okay, C. Two of the participants said C. Okay, only C. Answer 20 is B. Invert author names last name first. Invert author's name last name first. Like this also we have discussed a few minutes ago. 20th answer is B. 20th answer is B. 20th answer is B. We'll move to the another question. 21. Twentieth answer is B. Twenty-first answer, you can just mention 21D. Okay. Okay. 21st answer, 21 answer is D, 100% correct. 1, 2, 4. 21 answer is D. One of the participant said D. It is 100% correct. 21 answer is D. We'll move to the another question. Question number 22. Question number 22. If you think that there is any doubt related to the particular question, that also will be, I can also that clear doubt regarding that. Okay, because I have provided you a solved question paper. So even I have details of that, why the answer is B, D and all. So question number 22.
B, sir. A.
Question number 22, A, okay. Question number 22 answer is C. Questionnaire. Question number 22 answer is C. Questionnaire.
Questionnaire at the question A.
Questionnaire. Okay, ma'am. Question number 22 answer is C. We'll move to the another question. Question number 23. Question number 23. Okay, C. A. A is correct answer. Question number 23, answer A is correct. Thesis format. Thesis format. Okay. We'll move to the question number 24. Question number 24. Okay. One of the participant is saying A. Okay. C. C is correct answer. Question number 24, answer C is correct. One of the participant gave correct answer. Is 100% correct. Question number 24, answer is C. We'll move to the question number 25. We'll move to the question number 25. What will be the answer of question number 25? Anyone? Okay. D. Correct answer of question number 25 is C. Correct answer of question number 25 is C. Data collection with bottom-up empirical evidences. Correct answer is C. We'll move to the another question, that is 26. Okay. Question number 26 saying A. Another participant is saying B. Anyone else want to share their answer in the chat box, or they can unmute? Question number 26. The correct answer is C. Question number 26, the correct answer is C. B, D, and F. I'll move to the another question. That is question number 27. This question options are here. You can just see I'm moving my cursor. These are the answers of these. This is a very big question, and this kind of question only takes too much time during the exam, and sometimes this can create issue for the the students. Okay, it takes too much time. Okay, what will the answer of question 27? Anyone? Question 27, answer is B. Okay, sir. Answer is B. That is, the research hypothesis will be accepted. Now I will move to the another questions, because I have so many questions with me, but right now it is 8. But at least we will do the 50 questions today, because it will at least you will understand the pattern, that what kind of question is asked in the NTA NET, because everything is based on the theoretical concepts and all. So now, answer question 28. Anyone wants to share answer of 28? Question 28. Question number 28.
Sir, C, sir.
Okay.
No,
Question
sir,
name.
D, it is D, sir.
D is correct answer. Question number 28. Answer D is correct. We'll move to the another question, that is 29. For question number 28, D is correct answer.
Can I ask a question, sir?
Yes, sir.
So can you please tell us what is ex post facto method in short, if you can?
Yes, sir. I can just. So ex post facto method is designed as a quasi-experimental study examining how an independent variable present prior to the study in the participants affects a dependent variable. So actually what this question asks that like basically this is a type of quasi-experimental study, sir, where you are not particularly manipulating the variables, okay, fully. So ex post facto design is a just quasi-experimental study where you are studying that how dependent variable affects the independent variable. Shortly, this means that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Should I repeat it again, sir?
No, it's okay, sir. Thank you.
Question number 29.
Sir, 29A, sir.
Okay. 29A, okay. Oh, sorry, that is moved. I'm trying to. Question number 29, answer is B. Question number 29, answer is B. Formulating a research problem. We'll move to the question number 30. Okay. Question number 30.
D, sir, D.
Okay. Question number 30D. Correct answer of question number 30 is C. Action research. Correct answer of question number 30 is C. That is action research. Just we'll move to the another question, that is question number 31. Within 5 minutes we are going to complete this. So sorry for the inconvenience because I'm taking more time. Already it is 2 hours completed. So what is the answer of question number 31? Okay. B, A, B. Okay. So B is a correct answer. B is a correct answer for question number 31. B is a correct answer for question number 31. I'm just for question number 32, I'm just zooming out. So with the help of that, you will get the, because this question is very long. I hope that, okay, that will be visible or not. Okay, I think it will be visible. Question number 32. The correct answer of question number 32 is, okay, someone not replied it yet. Not visible, okay. I'm just this was the question. Which sequence of the research step is logical in the following list? First option is problem formulation, analysis, development of research design, hypothesis making, collection of data, arriving at the generalization, in conclusion. This is the first option. Second option is at the above part. That is the development of research design, hypothesis making, problem formulation, data analysis, arriving at conclusion and data collection. These are the another options.
I
Or
think
should
it's
I
a C.
move it? Okay. Question number 32, C. Answer C is correct, sir. Answer C is correct. We'll move to the another question. Question number 32, answer C is correct. We'll move to the question number 33.
B, sir, B.
Okay. B. Answer B is correct, sir. Question number 33, answer B is correct. We'll move to the another part. Question number 33, answer B is correct. Okay. Question number 34. Because right now I'm not able to see the chat box. Okay. Question number 34. C. C is correct answer. For question number 34, C is correct answer. Question number 34, answer C is correct. I'm moving to the another. Question number 35. Few more questions. I will not take too much time. Few more question I will like till 40 questions we can at least do. Otherwise, you can go to the you can prefer the reference book like KVS Madan. That is also very good. Question number 35. Okay. A is a correct answer. Question number 35, A is a correct answer. Question number 35, A is a correct answer. We'll move to the another. Question number 36. Question number 36.
C, sir, C.
Okay. Question number 36, sir, is saying C. One of the participants mentioned D. D is correct answer. Question number 36, D is correct answer. Question number 36, D is correct answer. We'll move to the another part. Question number 37. Question number 37. Question number 37. Last three questions we will do. Then I can disperse this session. Question number 37. Anyone? Yes, answer C is correct for question number 37. Answer C is correct for question number 37. We'll move to the another question, that is question number 38.
One
Yes, sir.
question.
Yes, sir.
I'm a bit confused about the word ameliorating. What is the meaning, the perfect meaning of ameliorating?
Where it is mentioned, sir?
Question number 37, sir.
Okay. Which is the following research type focus on the emulating and creating situation? Okay. Actually, this is also a new word for me, so I will just go through that. Give me a second. It means to make something better or more bearable. It means to make something more better, more bearable. Question number 38, 39, 40 we are going to perform right now, attend now, right now. Then we'll end this session. Like to Dhara ma'am said. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, last three questions. After this, we can end this session.
D, sir. D.
Which question, sir?
38.
38. Okay. 38 answer is C. Ex post facto method, which we have discussed previously, that it is a quasi-experimental study where we are talking about the effect of very dependent variable on the independent variable. So answer is C, ex post facto method. Question number 39. Question number 39.
D, sir. D.
D. Question number 39, answer D is correct. We'll move to the question number 40. That is last question. What will be the answer of question number 40? Question number 40, answer is D. Question number 40, answer is D. Okay. One of the participants gave correct answer. Rajesh sir. So I think with this, I'm going to end our today's session. I'm going to stop presenting.